Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Nuestra Tabula Rasa. Tonight, we are going to be putting out some very interesting what-if statements. And tonight we have Lucky Stone with us. We have Earth Mother Millie de la Prida, and we also have Witchy Trista, who just dropped out for a moment, and she will be right back. And how this will be happening tonight, we are going to say, it's going to be interactive tonight, by the way. What we're going to do is bring up various what-if statements. Some of them will be fun. Some of them will be kind of juicy, interesting ones, we'll say, will be the more juicier ones. But what we're going to do to make it interactive, of course, on a scale between 1 and 10, 10 being the, welcome back, Trista, 10 being the highest of probability after we say these what-if statements. We may have a little bit of discussion within these statements, but most likely we're going to go on to the next because we have a lot of what-ifs that could possibly be out there, right? So I will start it off here in a few moments. And what you'll do is after I read my what-if, any in the panel will answer as well, the probability in your mind on a scale of 1 to 10. So you can put 10 or 9 or 7 or 1, whatever you feel the probability is. All right. Let me get some mega loud shout outs in real quick. Get some mega loud shout outs in to our panel real quick. Trista, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm really good, thank you. Yep. Feels like clearing good paths and on the way up.
Excellent. Lucky Stone, how are you doing, sir?
Super. Thanks for asking.
All right. And Earth Mother Millie, how are you doing, Millie?
I'm doing fabulous. Happy to be here.
Good, good. I'm doing well as well. So let's get on to our mega loud shout outs. Let me get the comments going here. I see Karen Suki in the house. Looks like she had to go feed a cat. Amanda Jones Simpson, good to see you. And Sylvia and Michael here again. Awesome. And let's see, who else? Who else is up here? Let me do some scrolling up. Let's see. Judy in the skies. Welcome, Judy. Good to see you. And let's see, who else do we have? Looks like we have a few others lurking here and there. But we will get started. Is everyone ready to get started? Is everyone in chat? Give me some thumbs up if you have access to them, which you should. There's Clint. There we go. And also, towards the end, if we have time, we were going to take some what-if statements from you guys, and we will rate them accordingly. All right, so save those what-if statements, Clint. Save that one for later. That's good. Lucia, good to see you too. All right, my friends, let's kick this off. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right. What if, and okay, get ready with your probabilities. What if every person you interact with in your simulation is a copy and you are a copy in theirs? What if every person you interact with in your simulation is a copy and you are a copy in theirs? And let me explain this a little bit. Let me explain that. And what that means is, like for me right now, Trista, you're a copy of your main. Lucky, you're a copy, and Millie's you're a copy. Okay. And you're a copy at the instance, you become a copy at the instance we meet. So in my realm, in my iteration, all you three are copies. And I'm a copy actually from the date we met in all of yours. So my real one, my main one, is still out there somewhere doing something, could be doing something completely different. Does that make sense? So the probability between 1 and 10, what do you have, Trista?
I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around that. Like a copy of what? Sorry.
I think that's like a 6 or 7.
A 6 or 7. Okay, Millie. You're going to give it a null. You're just going to skip the.
I don't know. Like, are we talking like multiverses kind of branching off that sort of copy? Is that what you mean?
No, what I'm talking about, and however you sum it up, however, if it's multiverse or gigaverses or M theory or something or string, whatever. My point is that upon meeting someone, from that point on, you start dealing with a copy. So I'm dealing with the iteration of Trista in my existence. Victor, and you have an
Okay.
Victor in yours.
I feel like I'm not really buying that one. I'd say like a 3.
A 3. Okay, lucky stop.
I'm gonna go with 9.
Ooh, 9. Okay.
Jeez.
Mhm.
All right. Make a loud shout out to Chloe. Good timing. She says howdy to all of you. Yeah, it's a very matrixy thing, Karen Suki. All right. Who has the next question? Or I can go again. Trista?
Okay. What if AI eventually becomes spiritual?
I just heard a ding too. That was interesting.
Yes, me
Right after
too.
the question. All right. I'm going to give that one. I'm going to give that one a high mark because I'm already seeing that in my interactions. So I'm going to go, and I've seen it throughout the last couple of years actually. So I'm going to go. Probably a strong. I'll go with a 9 on that one, probability wise.
Could you repeat that? Because the ding was here and nothing should be dinging around me and it's freaking me out. All my
Was it-
computers, the only computers in
So are
front
we
of me.
repeating?
Hey, wait.
Am
Was
I repeating the question to see if the ding happens again?
No, you're
Oh,
repeating. I was
That
blown
would be
away by
weird.
by
Hey,
the
what-
boom ding sound.
wait? Was that one ringy dingy? Oh, never mind. Okay.
There was only one, and it was not ready for it because it was over there, and there's nothing over there. Okay, I'm focusing.
Okay.
Maybe Banana did it.
Okay,
What if AI was?
it's getting calls. What if AI eventually becomes spiritual?
Oh, oof. You mean spiritual? See, that's. I think AI is going to pretend to be spiritual, but you say actual become spiritual. I'm going to go 4. Actually becoming spiritual, 4. Pretend, 10 right away. I think it's going to pretend, but I don't think it's going to ever become really spiritual. Well, I think the potential for spirit is low. How's that?
Yep, I give it like a 1 or a 2. I think it would pretend. I think organic AI is always gonna. I think it's no.
And I also put it high up because I think that we teach it, right? So it would depend on who it's interacting with as to how it develops.
Yeah, I would
That
say.
would be my 2 cents. Yeah.
I think it can. Well, look at it this way too. We know humans that emulate spirituality without actually being spiritual. So
Yeah.
why couldn't AI do it? So that's why I give that a 9. Awesome. All right, Lucky Stone, sir, you're up. Oh wait, the chat. Okay, we did get. Oh, let's hit the chat real quick, Lucky. Excuse me, we gotta.
Please, because I it's on my phone and I'm turning my phone off. Okay, yes, I'm ready.
Okay,
I'll
so
go. Do the group. Do the chat.
Amanda Simpson puts it at a 3. Karen Suki puts it at a 1. Okay. They don't like performative people. Yeah. Okay. But can you teach spirit? Interesting
Right.
questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Lucky Stone.
Okay. What if the person? Okay, yeah. Is that what if? What if the person that we call Jesus Christ was actually a woman?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go high with that one. I'm gonna go high with it. I'll give that one an 8.5.
But then as we vote, we're saying how probable is it? Like, do we think that this is true? So I think he had a lot of feminine energy to him, but I don't think that he was actually born female. So I'm gonna go like a 2.
A 2 of the probability. And see,
Yeah.
I look at it as everything. A lot of things within religions on the planet have been inverted too.
Oh, absolutely. And
So that's
but
what
I don't
makes
think,
mine stronger.
and mine's weaker because I don't think that people at that point gave a shit what women thought. And yes, that would make it more likely that they would change it, but it would also make it more likely that nobody would follow that person.
Let's see. I look at it much later when women were really disenfranchised. I think it was in the 1600s is when that really kicked in. So I'll stick with my 8.5. Millie?
I say I give it a 5 because I think that it's 50-50 how much fiction there is in that
Mm,
anyway. You know what I mean?
mm,
So like
Hmm.
it could all be a psyop, it could all be fake and of course, yeah, it could have been a woman, it could have been, yeah. So I'm 50-50 on that.
hmm, okay.
Because for me, there's no historical evidence of Jesus Christ. And to me, that would be the prime reason why a woman would disappear from history, because they really wouldn't record her. They execute a woman, who cares? The people would whisk her away, but historically, the Romans might not even recorded her. That's what I was thinking in. I was going deep into this. I was going further into that. Um,
Hmm.
and also, the first drawings of Jesus had no beard. It was all clean shaven, which was not at the time.
Hmm.
It was not a thing at the time.
Oh, being clean shaven was not a
Clean
thing at the
shaven,
time.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they attributed him with Apollo, but that didn't make any sense because Apollo was clean shaven. But there's another whole thing because he was a twin of a female. Again, it's rabbit holes upon rabbit holes with this one.
Well, thank you. Good question. Let's see. We have 1.5 from Trina saying 5 in masculine, feminine energy. Yeah, because maybe it's a balance of it too. Maybe it's a balance because what you could be a gender, as we already know, but be primarily one energy, operate in one energy more so than the other. Interesting. All right, Earth Mother, Millie.
Hi. Okay. All right. It's very loud here, so I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
You know. So, now that we're doing them on probability, I'm going to go with a different question. So, what if all of humanity ascended at the same time? Is that possible? What's the probability of all of humanity ascending at the same time? What if?
Hmm.
Like all of a sudden everyone was turned on and on the same path. Even people who didn't believe it all of a sudden are doing the same thing.
Oh, this is a good one. The probability of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with the. See, I have some conflicting knowledge on this and just some experience. So I would go with probably about a 6, about a 6.5, maybe 6.5, and I'll justify my answer here because typically my understanding is, in my understanding, light always requires darkness and darkness always has light. There's always a bit. And I look at it as on a scale, and I've probably discussed this with you guys before.
Mm-hmm.
As I look at light and darkness, if you're right here in the middle, as you go farther into the dark, the light gets thinner and thinner and thinner. I hear some kids are meowing as well. But if you go into the light, you still have darkness there. It just gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker as you go higher up in the light spectrum. So there's always going to be, and some people have discussed that we need some people staying in the dark to help us transcend into the light. So if everyone transcended, well, maybe it could, who
Well,
knows?
but then there's higher dimensions where you go beyond duality and you go to that whole polarity where there's all that unity. So it doesn't even duality is a thing of the past because everything's everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if the planet just ascends super fast like that, like what are the chances of everyone ascending at the same time then? Because the vibration of the planet just goes up and everyone wakes up and then everyone's in that higher.
All right, we're getting some 7s and 5s. Karen Suki 7, Lucia 5. Trista, what do you say? Amanda 5.
I think it's already happening. So I feel like I'm gonna go like a 4 because I think people are already we're at such different levels that but I don't see it happening like all at the same time.
Oh, you're saying that so the bifurcation is already so massive that it's not likely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lucky Stone.
I'm going to go with a 3. Regretfully, a 3 because I believe it takes away free choice. If everyone becomes enlightened at once, it kind of takes away the gift of it, because if they're just given to them, they won't earn it, and I don't think that's how it works. I think you need to strive for it. I think you need to work for it. You need to do the work. And those who are just
I
given
like
it
that.
won't understand it, won't know what to do with it, and will lose it.
Oh, that's good.
That's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I've
what
already
about
thought
the
of this
people
previously, yeah.
that have never been exposed to it?
But again, if they've never been exposed to it, it wouldn't be something they could even.
Grasp, understand, be
I mean-
affected by?
How did it just?
Or does it fall on other acts? Does it fall on non? So that's a whole other what if question. Does it fall on non-spiritual acts? Because you can still be an awesome person and not be spiritual.
Not even realize that you're being spiritual, right? I get it. That too.
I had a friend who was a master manifester and didn't know it, and he could not. And unfortunately, because of his not knowing it, he manifested the wrong thing a lot of times. I said, just stop doing that. Stop speaking like that. You're getting yourself into trouble. And he didn't believe in it. And I gave him evidence that that action caused this. You said this, and this happened. Again, this would be like being enlightened. You're given the gift that you had no idea that what it was. You're given it, and now you have the tools, but you don't have the skill to use it. And
That's good.
it's happening to you. It's not happening for you. It's happening to you, and it's going to mess with you, and that's the problem.
Awesome.
I have experience, and that's the problem. I'm using my own life.
No, that's great. That's good.
And what did you, for your own question, Millie? What did you rank your? What did you rank it?
Well, the probability of it all happening at once, I thought like a 70, because I thought, yeah, it might be possible, but I didn't even think of the consequences, because I just assumed that if something like that would be happening, then because the vibration is going up and all that other stuff that's not necessary is automatically burned away, then you're holding that kind of light and you can handle that kind of light. Because if you can't handle that kind of light, then you kind of go away. You know what I mean? So I kind of looked at it like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because you have to be able to handle that kind of light. So if something like that were to happen, then yeah, everyone would be, and the earth would be able to sustain such a high vibration, because it would require like the earth's vibration to go up once, all at once too. You know what I mean? So it would kind of be like an all-encompassing thing, and then we would just like move to a place where there would be beyond duality, beyond time, beyond everything, and we move to an everything, a level of consciousness that's just way higher.
And what was your
So
number
even
on
the
it?
people that have already started. So my number was like a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. So it's possible. I didn't look at it as like highly improbable. It's possible.
And what was that term you used in your what if question? The what did you use in it? What was the act that happened that causes everybody to transcend? Is that what you said? Transcend?
I don't know. We'd have to rewind it. I don't know what the word was. You know what I
okay.
mean? Like I had the concept, but how did I visualize it here? I don't know. How did I speak it here? So if everyone ascended, I think I said
Ascended.
ascend,
Okay.
ascended. So if
Ascended.
everyone ascended to a level of a vibration that was way higher than duality, way higher than time. So just the different vibration
Okay.
altogether, along with the earth.
So what if, in the same thread, what if when the ascension happens, what if we all go to different versions of Earth, but we remain in like what our knowledge and things. So if you have 2 people in your house and ascension happens and you 2 are different spiritually, one person's not spiritual and you are spiritual, perhaps we just diverge then And we've gotten close to this in a few other episodes where we've gotten to this. But what if, that's my question, my what if statement. What if, when the ascension happens, we simply go to different versions of Earth, one that supports our vibrational frequency and doesn't support theirs? Okay. So what's the probability on that, Trista? Yeah, it really makes the ganglia
I'm
twitch, doesn't
gonna,
it?
yeah, that one I'm a little more on board with. I'm gonna go with like a 6.5.
Okay. All right. 6.5 for Trista. And Lucky Stone.
10. I think that's definitely possible, and that goes with Millie. If everyone is enlightened, instantaneous, they're on their own Earth. That for their enlightenment, I could, with your idea and with Millie's idea, I think they could work. I think that can make Millie's idea work because it's the training wheels. People who need training wheels, it'll fit with them. People who don't need training wheel, they're in a much higher version of Earth. Yeah.
So what's your number?
10.
10. Okay,
10,
so
10,
that's
10,
a 10.
10, 10. That raises
All right.
Millie's to 10. Everyone gets a 10.
Everyone gets
Yeah,
a
I
10.
think. Yeah, I think
Well-
because I think it would go with what Victor was saying. Like so it would if it splits, it could be like that, right? So I've met all you guys, and depending on whatever, then there's splits. So the old Millie, or is or the new and improved Millie is on the new Earth because she was heading there anyway, and then the other people are on a different Earth, or so it's almost like they tie in too. No,
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
that works. That works really good. That actually
What-
works really well.
because there would be all
What-
these simulations based on where you're headed.
So where
Okay.
I have doubts in it is that I see like I think the way we are getting ascension symptoms and stuff like that, I think are indicative of our actively raising the vibration of the planet. We're transmuting energies, whether we like it or not, and pushing the energy of the planet up. So I don't see it as likely that we split like that. I think that people who can carry the energy will lift that vibration, and people who can't carry the energy will probably phase out in a way that, as we go on for generations, there will be fewer and fewer people that don't resonate that way. I think as people are being born, they're higher vibration and higher vibration, if that makes sense. So the ones that
Yeah.
are lower will die off, but the earth, because I think that we're transforming the earth, and that's why I believe that.
Oh, so what was your
If
number,
that makes
Millie?
sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, actually. What was your number?
So my number was like a 70% because I think that
70%.
if something, yeah, like or a 7, right? But yeah, if something like that happened on a massive scale like that and everyone came up, I think that's quite possible. As a result maybe of the work we've done or some kind of act of nature.
Okay. Okay. I want to welcome Kim Kitts and Demystifying. Great to see both of you. And Time for Reach and Sarah Bellum. Great to have you guys here. All right, Trista, you are up.
What if the people who hurt us are actually there to help us advance?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10. I'm going to go with 10 right off the bat with that one.
10.
Lucky Stone?
Yeah,
10.
I agree.
Yeah.
10. I don't want to. I'm mad at them. Don't want them mad to hurt me. But yeah, it exposes what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, not the duck?
No,
Wait, we
Also
don't have
because
layers here? What about those little folding
was the-
stars?
that was the first time we all got 10s across the board. And what number? What is your number, Trista?
Oh, a 10 for sure.
Yeah, okay, so we got it all.
I've
Good.
believed that forever.
Good.
Yeah.
And so we got some 9.9s in chat. Lucia 9.9, Karen Suki 9, Sylvia 10, Trina 10, Karen Suki 9. Oh, Karen Suki upgraded hers 9.9. Yeah, so 10s and 9s. Awesome. Awesome. Amanda with 10.
I wish I would have made signs. I would have known.
Yeah, that would have been fun. All right, Lucky.
Like
What if
something
I'm
this
wearing Smurf socks? Smurf socks.
10.
So cute.
10. And I need a pair. Now you need to send me that link too. And what's your shirt say today?
Yes. What's the shirt say today,
Oops,
Lucky?
I summoned who?
I don't know. Anxiety.
Oh.
Yeah.
That fits in with a
That's a
conversation
shirt that I don't need.
what you got here.
I love possums. I absolutely adore opossums. Um,
Is that
oh,
your real question about your socks?
no, I
Oh,
have
okay.
them though. I want to show them off to everyone because I love them. Because
Oh,
oh,
isn't it
okay.
like too warm to be wearing socks?
Yes, it is awful.
Always.
It is disgusting. Oh, I have two of them. Let me see. Okay. What if we are all dead and we are living in a version of hell, creating our own creating our own chains, and we are all allowed to reduce our own sentences? So we're living in hell. What if we were living in hell?
And we're allowed to reduce our own sentences, like by being good kind of thing. Is that what you mean?
We create our
Or,
chains. We're able to
yeah, yeah, okay.
release
Yeah,
our
I
own
mean,
chains. We're in hell, and we're our own warden, our own
yeah,
guard.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We have died, and we're in hell.
I could do like a 6 on that one.
Yeah, I would probably give it an 8 because it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I mean, compared to the other side, like this is a little bit of a questionable place to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I give it about a 7 too because I think you're it's your own personal hell, right? So
Hmm.
you're judging yourself. You're giving yourself your shame and everything else. So does that even really exist?
We've got a 9 from Mary Wins, a 7 from Lucia, Sylvia 7, Trina 8, Amanda 0. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid when I was taught about purgatory as a Catholic, and I was like, well, isn't that just Earth? Like, it sounds like Earth. And I believed that for a long time as a child who had nobody telling me what to, like, that I should believe that. In fact, I probably would have argued. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Actually, that is better being purgatory. We're living in purgatory because it can be either positive or negative depending what we do with it. Oh, darn it.
All right,
Kate still
welcome,
scored well.
welcome,
Sorry.
Jimena. Jimena gave us a 10.0000000000001. All
Whoa.
right. Ella's a strong label. Agree. This is tough space. I think we are being severely oppressed. Okay. Let's see. Clint was 0. Trina was 0. All right. All right. Let's see. Who's up next? It's going to be Millie, Earth Mother, right?
Okay. Well, this is coming at the proper time because everyone's heating up snacks because they ate too early. So, what if we didn't need to eat? Would you
Ooh.
still eat? Would you, like, what if you could still smell, which is what's happening to me? So, but I don't need to eat. So, would I still go ahead and eat just because of because now I smell it and I want it, and that's making me hungry, but you don't need to eat. Well, if no one needs to eat anymore, would
That's
you
just
still eat? Would you still go out and have the things you enjoy? Would you still smell something and be like, oh, I really could go for that, but you don't need to eat it?
But if you don't need to eat, then you wouldn't actually be hungry.
But
Or
you
would
could
it
crave
would,
it
yeah, it would just be for
for the taste of it.
flavor?
pleasure purposes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's for the
And I gotta
experience of it.
say, when you said the question, I felt my heart break. So I'm gonna say I don't like that idea.
Me either. I love food. I'm a food.
So okay, and now I don't know how to rate it. How did you ask again? Sorry.
So what if you didn't need to eat?
What if you didn't
What
need to
what what
eat?
what would be the probability of you eating food just for the hell of it?
Just
For the
10.
craving of it, for the
Yeah,
experience of it. 10.
yeah. I love food. I
I
10.
would say definitely a 9 for me, especially if it's deep fried and battered zebra cakes.
Right. Okay. How about you, Lucky?
I'd go with definitely with an 8 because I do think that I can go and not eat and then forget totally. But my wife, she needs to make food, and it just she's got to make her own food, and even if she gets food, ordered food, she's got to fix it. So for her, not being able to, or not needing to eat wouldn't matter. She would still make food just for the taste.
For the activity. Oh, for the taste. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
Mine
mean,
would be
think
a
about it.
10, just for the experience of,
That's me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, spicy food,
Yeah.
that's all spicy food because it's just, to me, spicy food is disgusting. I can't stand it. I don't understand it, but they're eating it for the sensation, for the joy,
Mhm.
for the feeling. But for me,
Mhm.
I eat to go, to function. So we're a wonderful couple, aren't we?
Well, you're getting some 7s, some 9s. You got a 10. Let's see. Got another 7 from Sylvia. Yeah, to rate it. Yeah, 10 being total agreement and 0 is don't believe it at all. That's right, Clint. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, and Jimena, it's not that you would eat anything. It's like you don't need to eat. You don't need to eat to survive. Like if we became a species that did not need to eat,
A
would you still eat?
breatharian.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And I noticed some people saying like, oh, well, you wouldn't feel hungry and you wouldn't crave, but that's not necessarily true because we don't need drugs, but those have
Oh,
an
yeah.
effect. So I think,
Good point.
and even like anything that's pleasurable is addictive,
Mm-hmm.
and we can find comfort in. So
Right.
I think it
And
would
I was
still, it
fine
would still
to
be
like
that
just
draw.
smell whatever they heated up, and now I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was fine until you said it out loud, and I had barely eaten today.
You're right, exactly. So now
Now
I'm
I'm
like,
like, oh,
oh,
what's in the fridge?
exactly.
Awesome. All right. I think I'm up. All right. What if, in our highest form, our highest crystalline structure, our highest top form, that we make this simulation in which we interact? And where was I going with that? Dang, I didn't write down the whole question.
Uh-oh.
Because we're creators, players.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I got it now. What if, as creators in our highest forms, we create these scenarios in which we come to take on incarnations? We forget intentionally because in our highest form we are all knowing, and we intentionally forget simply to have experiences. Because if you're an all-knowing being, what would you do? What would be the logical thing to give yourself purpose? What would you do? And what if that is our highest purpose, is to simply come here and have experiences deemed both positive and negative, because in your highest form, they both carry the same weight because they are, in fact, experiences. So
Ooh.
probability between 1 and 10. Trista.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what Conversations with God talks about too.
Cool.
Yeah,
Lucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll go with a 9. I don't want to go with 10 because why? Okay, you can have a 10. I give you a 10.
I'm
Yeah,
going
we're
with a
gonna-
10 too.
All
Because
right.
I'm hearing, in the end, nothing really matters. You know that song? So that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, there's some 10s.
Yeah.
Amanda Jones, 10. Trina, 10. Mary Wynn's 10. Karen Siki, talking about food. Sylvia, 10. All right. Once again,
And
go
can
ahead,
I just
Trista.
comment? In
No,
Conversations with
no,
God, he
you
also
can't-
talks
Wait.
about
Say that again.
in Conversations with God, he also talks about how a lot of people think of the earth as a school. And he's like, it's not a school because we're not here to learn anything because we already know it.
Mhm.
We're just divinity experiencing itself.
And you're up, Trista. Oh,
Oh, I am up.
hold on. Lucia
What
with
if
10.
advanced? No, sorry.
And Kits with 10. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, hey.
Amisha.
What if advanced civilizations communicate through emotion and energy instead of language?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go high on that one. That's like tickling my ganglia. Yeah, that's a 9, 9.5, 10. No, I'll go with the 10 on that one. 10.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Advanced civilization with energy and emotions.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with 7 because emotions are too dirty.
Hmm.
Mm.
Emotions are tricky.
Yeah, well, so are words. But I guess if they're advanced, they should know better.
Oh shit.
Mm.
All right, Millie.
You
Us
know, I was gonna go with like a strong 9, but
Mhm.
now when you know you guys just said that, then I'm thinking too, like what about the actions, right? So if emotions are dirty because you're reacting, right? Because when you're being emotional, you're reacting as opposed to responding. So then maybe it's the action that weighs more, or the energy behind the action.
If I may, I disagree that emotion is a reaction. I think emotion is a normal autonomic response.
Mm.
A reaction is what you choose from that response. So you can have an emotion and you can be angry, but do you choose to act out or do you choose to breathe and go, you know what, I'm feeling angry and this is why and whatever. And then you deal with it like an adult or
So you're
like an
kind of
advanced
saying, so
being.
you're saying being in charge of your reaction.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
But what if I throw a ball at you, right? So let's say we're
Yeah.
sitting here in a round
Hmm.
circle and I just throw a ball at you. Your reaction is to catch it
Hmm.
right before it hits you in the face.
Hmm.
So wouldn't an
Yeah.
emotion be the same thing? The emotion behind it would be just like, oh, let me catch it before it hits me in the face.
So it's a reflex.
It's
Like
that's
catching it
quick.
like that would be a
That's
reflex. And I
right.
don't think emotions are reflexes. I think they're like, especially like we're biological beings, and emotions are all chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
Emotions are chemicals that are going on in our brain and our gut and our heart and everything else, right? So there's like three-dimensional things happening that create those emotions. So it's not necessarily the same as catching a ball that's headed for your face. It's more like being hungry or being tired, where your body is doing what it's doing because the the chemicals that are going on are dictating that. But the real thing, and even on Harry Potter, they talk about that. I think Dumbledore says that like the real important part is that choice because your emotions, if you have no emotions
Mm-hmm.
and you're always in a state of equanimity,
Mm-hmm.
where's
That's
the
well.
challenge? Where's the challenge? If you
Mm-hmm.
have no emotions, then you're not rising above anything,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
And I'm gonna have to rebut a bit of that too. I don't think all emotions are dirty. I think
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
they're complex, but I don't know if I would say dirty because you can have beautiful, joyful emotions,
Hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
those are lovely. And I think that you would have some others like lust and envy and greed can get dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So I would give that a
Hmm.
50-50, Lucky, that aspect of it. But I think as a higher being, I would think that they would have a level of mastery.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think they
and
would
I
have
Yep.
also think that like if it's a communication, if it's kind of like when we feel emotions from each other too, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not necessarily um that it's good or bad. It's just like you feel an emotion and then, you know, or I feel an emotion and then you feel it because that's our communication style. So
It's
I,
an
I don't
energy
think that that's
exchange.
necessarily exactly, yeah. And I don't think
Mm-hmm.
like, I think if advanced civilizations were to communicate that way, that's kind of how it would be. And there would be that level of, truth, whether they like it or not, because you're going to feel that. It's like, oh, what I did just created anger in you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so there's that reciprocation. I think it would be actually really good because then if you have an honest idea of how another person is feeling, I think it gives you that greater ability to be compassionate and to communicate honestly.
And what is your
You're
number on
Sorry, that
this
was a
one?
long ramble. Me?
Sylvia dropped a 10. Yeah, what is your number on this one?
Uh,
Lucky's what ifs?
oh, this is. I'm sorry. I was like, what was the question again? It was mine. I think that most of them choose. I'm going to say a 9, just because I maybe not all, but
Hmm.
I think that a lot do, because I think that
Okay.
that's an advanced kind of
And
thing.
Lucky's, your number was what, Lucky? Yours was lower, right? Because of the dirty part?
I thought it was like 6 or a 7. I
Okay,
forgot.
okay. And Millie, your number
I'd
was
come
what?
in like 8.5.
Okay, okay.
So high up there, but not necessarily all the way.
I think I was a 9, 9.5, somewhere around there. All right, whose question? Lucky, you're up.
What if every lie you tell creates a kernel that will turn it into the truth, manifest it into the truth in the near future? So when you lie, it becomes the truth in the near future.
I'm going to say 3. Because isn't lying
I'm
a
gonna.
form of not only manipulation, but manifesting?
Mhm.
But it's low vibrational.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. So I'm gonna go with like a 7, because I think that, yeah, I think that's why people don't manifest the way they think that they should or that they deserve to, because when their actions don't match their words, then the universe goes, I don't know what you want from me.
Mm,
Lucia
I
with a 7. Oh, dropped it to 5. Go ahead, Millie.
I think it's more like a 5, not because it's the action involved, right? Because if you're manifesting, you're speaking it into existence. But I think it's because it's all just. I think that if you're speaking those lies, right? Like if someone's like, "Oh, I'm not worthy," or "I'm not good enough to get that job," or "I always do that, and this is the outcome I always get." That yeah, it comes true, but it's all low vibrational stuff. But then repeat the
Hmm.
question again. What was the question? That
Oh no.
your lie becomes the truth.
Uh, every lie you tell creates a kernel that will make it into the truth in the near future, manifest into the truth in the near future.
You know what? No, let's put that up to like an 8, because there's so many people living a lie because they choose to believe things about themselves that are not true,
Hmm.
because that's how they see it. So and then they say these things to themselves. Me included, right? So there's things that I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not this or I'm not that, and then because their beliefs. So if I really can ground into being limitless, then all of that is just not true. And so I would say like an 8.
But is making a self confident statement about yourself actually a lie? Because I look
No,
at lies as being deceit,
I
but I
think she
guess
was
that
saying
is.
the opposite.
Oh,
Sorry to
uh,
interrupt.
no. Okay, so you're saying like when someone lies and says a lie, like, oh, I didn't do that, or oh,
all right. We have some 5s. Lucia with a 5. Mary Wins with a 7. Sylvia with a 5. Kim Kitts 4. 2 sides of this one from Lucia. Yeah.
well, there's
Okay.
people that believe their lies too. That
That's true.
they're such good liars that they believe their own story, their own side, right? Because there's 3 sides to every story, right? Have you heard that?
Yeah.
So.
His, hers, and the truth.
Hmm.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent question.
Hmm.
Everybody put their numbers out there. Okay. All right. Millie, you're up.
Oh, um, so the last question is actually just I have a choice between 2 questions, and the one I think that with the probability would be the easier one. What if everyone could fly?
Ooh.
How would our world change if everyone could fly? So would there be still speed limits? Where would people
Hmm.
go? So
I mean,
more of a
fly like Superman or fly
yeah,
like a
yeah, like
professor?
fly. No, fly like Superman. Everyone can fly.
Just
Everyone has the ability
imagine,
to fly.
imagine all the regulations they would bring in.
How could they enforce them?
Yeah, because you'd
Wear
be
a
like,
helmet.
right, right. Like speed limits wouldn't exist. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
like that. It
yeah.
would just no cars, no. Would we be bumping into birds? I don't know. You know, like,
Well, you think about it, if you could, once you become, so if that happens tonight at midnight, everybody can, or on the planet can fly, then you would, and fly like Superman.
yeah, you
First,
just
you'd have to make sure your clothing could withstand it, or you'd be flying naked very quickly because you could burn your clothes off. If you got up to high
Yeah.
speed, your clothes would just strip off and your hair would probably go away too. All the hair on your body would probably get cooked off. And then you would have to actually, you would have a speed limit because you are not Superman. You just have the ability to fly like Superman. Okay. I would say, and after a while, I think the novelty of it would wear off because you could just fly anywhere. And you would probably fly at a comfortable rate. Go out and roast it occasionally, but the probability of that happening, I'm just going to hit a 5 with that one. Trista, what say you?
Are we rating probability then? Because I don't think that's probable, but I think it's a cool idea. My last one is not a probability one either.
let's see what
Um,
Lucky, and then I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit to blow your minds a little bit, and then see what you say about that.
okay.
See, the problem is if you can fly at the, the fastest you can run or walk, okay. But if you fly as Superman, you can't because our bodies would not be able to take it. We rip to shreds. So be a lot of dead bodies going everywhere.
Falling out of the sky.
At least at first. At least at first, till we learn these limits.
People in arthritis, and they're going to try, and they're going to push and push themselves, and then there's going to be splat, 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 and then the government's going to put the regulation. You say, how they get enforcement? Because the people who follow the rules are going to follow the rules, but who not, they're going to go splat, splat, splat. So
It takes care of itself in a sense.
I guess it's going to take care of itself, exactly. So
Millions
boy.
of Darwin Awards.
I don't know, it's 6 because it's just 6 because I kind of like the idea of people splatting themselves and
Too much power.
yeah, just, it's your
Okay.
fault.
Are you
So
going to tweak
then-
it, Millie, or
Yeah. So then I was gonna tweak it. Well, what if we can fly and we just don't know it because we could fly in our Merkaba? You know. So what if you throw in that concept? You know, and we're traveling when we're, going to different realms, or sleeping.
Oh, well, that's for
So
sure.
then I just tweaked it like that, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
maybe we do fly already, and we can just go anywhere.
In that sense, I'm totally on board.
Yeah.
For sure.
all right? We're going to take some questions from the chat now. All right, get yourselves ready. First question from Amanda Simpson: what if we no longer needed words? Would we be here on YouTube? You can just yes or no this. I'm going to go with no, because what we would do, believe we would just set up a mental spot out there and say, hey, everyone, we're doing this at this time. Churchway will be out in the ether, whatever. All right, Trista, what do you say, yes or no?
I think we still could and would, because there's a lot of other things that exist on the internet other than word things. Because there's dance and song doesn't always have words. So I think that there's a lot of other stuff that would be entertaining and uplifting and inspiring and all the other good stuff that would still exist. And then there'd probably all,
Okay.
still be perhaps the lower vibration stuff, but we're not going there.
Cat videos too. All right, Lucky.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Good one.
Yeah, 9. I believe we still would meet on, even if we didn't need speech, we would still want to meet online just to connect to people like us.
I think that too. I think that there would be like an 8, maybe even like for watching movies or reading stuff or poetry or music. I think that there's certain arts that are connected that have words and those things to preserve and to watch the old stuff. But when it comes to socializing and stuff like that, I think it would be a whole different animal. 'Cause
I think it would be more not the YouTube we know, but it would be the YouTube. So in other words, we would broadcast our signal. broadcast our events, things like that, and that way it would come to us, and people would come, and we would do the nonverbal thing.
Ooh.
That's what, and that would be far greater to do instead of just flipping around on manual YouTube. In my book, great question,
Wow.
Amanda. All right, Clint's up next. What did you wow?
No, I said that's good. I was like, wow. Yeah.
What if the universe was less like a machine, more like a conversation? What would it sound like? Would silence be as important as speaking? Do we all have the same conversation with it? All right, so that's got multiple layers to it here. What if the universe was less like a machine, more like a conversation? That's a good question. What would it sound like? Trista?
I don't know what it would sound like, but I feel like he's really onto something there. Because is it rigid like a machine, or does it flow like a conversation? And I think that it flows. So I'm 10.
Okay, Lucky?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like the first question. I'm having trouble comprehending this.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Millie?
I think it would all be a story. So yeah, I think it would flow like a conversation, like a narrative, you know. But once this all happened, you know, but all these events that are happening at the same time.
Lucky?
Ooh, I'm going into this.
If you need a couple more seconds, I can do my answer.
I'll go with a 3 because the universe is, oh boy, is a conversation and not just a mechanical clock. Yeah, I'll go with a 3. I'm not really sure what to do with it because I don't see it. It just seems to go by itself.
All right, well, I'm not going to give it a number on a scale. I'm going to answer it the way I understand it. I think the universe is very structured, but within that structure, we are given a layer that makes it seem free flow. It's like we're given that layer here in our current conversation right now. Everyone listening to my voice has that layer of free will. Does that free will actually exist? Okay, or is it just a part of the construct? Here, we're going to make everybody think they have free will, and in essence, we may not even have it at all. So, I think the universe is very structured, but I think we have that layer, that overlay of free will, of flow. That's what I think it is. And the big sense.
Can I add?
Oh, go ahead.
I'd like,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
when you're finished, I would like to add to that.
No,
Go ahead and finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So when I was answering, I was like zoomed out and thinking of the universe, like literally the stars and planets and nebula and everything else. And I think there might be a certain level of, you know, the physics of how things interact, but it is so much of a dance of things just aligning in the correct and perfect way to make things happen. And I think that's why I answered it the way I did, because I saw it more like not even a free will and individual people thing. I saw it as like, okay, so with the universe, how does the universe work? As opposed to just our consciousness in it.
Ooh,
If that makes sense.
I like that.
And he has a couple more pieces of this, but I'm going to move on, see if we have some more down here. And actually, no. Let's see. I may come back and do the rest of those. Well, my chat just jumped, excuse me. All right, Sylvia says, hold on. One moment. All right, Karen Suki had one the other day. And let's see, we'll probably make this our final one since we are at our hour. All right, Sylvia, you get the last what if. What if you won the lottery for a day or a week? And what would you do for the better of humanity? Ooh. So what if? All right, Trista.
And I won the lottery. So things I can fix with money?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even. Can we come back to me?
Yeah, Lucky?
Yeah.
Just I start clearing out pet shelters. I would start filling up the food pantries, ones I know very well that I contribute to. I would be giving them a lot, but do it anonymously as possible. I would be going to the farmers and trying to buy whatever they had and helping them connect with, giving them money to connect with the food pantries and also emptying the shelters, every shelter I could, as possible, and finding the right places. No more kill shelters for me.
I
It
think
would be
mine,
terrible. I would
mine,
make a mess.
mine would be animal related too, because I've actually thought about this, put some thought towards it, and said, well, what would I do? How would I structure the shelters? And I would think I would put them in regions, because I look at it this way. I look at it, make it far more difficult for people to get animals in the first place, and make it. I shouldn't say far more difficult, but make it an actual responsibility. Make it something that people strive for, and doing these the feral traps, spay and neuter things. We could solve the pet issue probably in 10 years with the right amount of money and dedication, outside of all the ones out there completely wild. But you could at least get it out of, change some of the way people think about, there's people that go to college for a semester, their first semester, and they get a kitten or a puppy, and the next thing you know, it's abandoned somewhere on the university, because that kid doesn't think twice about taking it. Oh, where are they going to, take it? Oh, it's just a little commodity. I'll just leave it. That kind of thinking, or people that dump animals on country roads. I've seen it dozens of times living out in the country. So, Millie.
So I would probably start with feeding people and then making sure people had their own place, so there's no one like living on the streets. And then I would move into doing something about people's health. So there's a lot of people that need health care that don't have the money to it, or there's no good accessible health care. So I would work with something like that.
Nice. Great question, Sylvia. Great question. All right. It looks like we have most of them. Clint, sorry I couldn't get back to your 4 parts, but I want to thank all of you. Any parting thoughts from our panel tonight?
Well, I didn't get to finish answering the question.
Oh, I am very sorry,
Remember?
Tristan.
So I agree. I would definitely want to do something helping people and animals. I think I would just really have to give it thought about how money would fix that. Because like it's all well and good to say put everybody in homes, but honestly, like sociologically, it's not about money. It's about addiction. Um, it's about abuse and like all of that kind of stuff, which is requires a lot more than money. And I mean, maybe individually we could like take each person and and fix them with healthcare and everything else. But like, and that's a wonderful thought. So I guess I would want to do that, but like that would be an enormous amount of money and time and everything, right? Like that's
Yeah.
biting off a lot, and I love it. And even shelters, like I like how you organize your plan, Victor, because that is a huge part of it, is that people, it's people, right? And there's literally just too many animals to be homed properly, like unless you're like paying people to take them, and then there's issues there too, right? So I think it's complicated, but
It is complicated,
I
but
like
the thing
it.
is,
It would I would
it's a-
definitely want it to help, the less fortunate.
and with a lot of
Oh
money, my
crap.
friends, with a
Shit.
lot of money, you can certainly make the planet more gooder.
Hmm.
Shout out to you, Clint. All right, you
Better.
guys.
Shout out
All
to you,
right.
Scotty.
Thank you all so very much. Yeah, thank you all so very much. I think I'm going to go have a snack. I already have a
Mm,
snack in mind. I
me
already got it.
too. Yum,
Going to be
yum,
some
yum.
nice buttery toast with slices of banana on top. Mm, yeah, getting my stomach
Yum.
ready for that one. Unless I don't need food. No, I'm going to go have it. I'm going to go have it.
Not deep fried zebra cake.
No, because Clint and I are going to do that together one day.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Uh, all right, any parting thoughts, Lucky Stone? Millie, Trista?
I don't think so.
I like the what ifs. I like to daydream, so the what ifs are great.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it. Thank all of you tonight for being here. Yeah, it is. Hey, Kelly, it's great to see you. It is also snack time. So go out and have a healthy or unhealthy snack, whichever one resonates with you the most. Uh,
Oh, yeah, I'd get you there.
all right, yeah, because what was it last night or the night before was enchiladas, right?
Hmm.
People were talking about enchiladas, like cheese enchiladas with freshly diced onions across the top.
Hmm.
I didn't want to mention that, but there we have it.
And with all that money, we can get all our friends together and we could all party together and we could all have fried zebra cakes together and cheesy enchiladas. That's a thought.
Ooh, that is a thought. In Sedona. There we go.
There you go.
All right, my friends. Thank you so much, Trista. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Millie. It's been an awesome episode. And thank all
Thank
of
you.
you out there in chat land, out in NTR land. And who is up next? I believe it is Trista next week.
Nope. I think we didn't we say it was Millie?
Is it? Okay, it
Oh.
is. No, I said it, but I didn't know if it was right.
Because I was the one before. I was last
Before our break
And-
weekend.
the week before. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like petrified wood was just there, but okay. So we'll have to.
That does seem
I
like it
know
was just
time
there.
flies.
Yeah, it
Time
does.
flies when you're having fun.
We are.
All right. Well, thank you all, my friends, and thank you all out in chat. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see some of you in the AM. And until next week, my friends, namaste.
Have a great week.
Love you
Bye.
all.
Love you.